Welcome to the Almost Live show at the Jamhouse, Birmingham, the jewel in the city's crown, with Ben Drummond for another acoustic evening with Alexandra Jane, Paris Treadle, Nadina Morrison, Ben Drummond, the Rainbreaker and Neon Wilderness, supporting B1% and Protect. But joining me first is a young lady all the way from Stafford, Shrewsbury, up the M6 somewhere.
Yeah. Probably about half an hour away.
Okay. Alexandra Jane. Now, I'm assuming that Jane isn't your surname.
No, you're correct. It's my middle name.
Okay.
But it sounds nicer, Alexandra Jane. My actual name is Alex Dodd, and that didn't have such a ring to it.
Okay.
So
what did have a ring to it was your wonderful set that you've just done. You blew me away, you blew the audience away, you had everybody in the palm of your hand.
Oh, thank you.
You had a superb stage presence, you absolutely nailed every number, you meant every word that you sung, you had such a soulful, sassy, you were superb.
Sassy. I love that word, sassy.
It's good, innit?
Thank you. Yeah, the thing is, I love performing, and when you get a venue like this, you want to make the absolute most of it. And the audience, you know, they were superb, and the fact that my original songs, I could sing them and people could listen, you don't often get that with every venue. So, no, all credit to the Jamhouse and to the evening that Ben puts on. It's fabulous.
Now, this is your first time to the Jamhouse.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this ain't going to be your last.
No, I'll be on to Ben. Assuming he enjoyed the set, I'll be on to him, because I would like to return. It's a great city, and the Jamhouse, as you say, it's a jewel at the heart of Birmingham. It'd be great to make a return.
Now, unless Drummond had got things in his ear or he was out, he would have loved it, because it was brilliant. So. Now, a cover that you done, I was thinking, it's your favourite song. What is it? What is it? Because you've done it so well. You disguised it. You've done it in a completely different tone.
Oh, thank you.
And the lyrics,
that means a lot.
how suggestive were them lyrics? I didn't know it
At
was
least
about
you were
that.
listening.
Exactly.
That was a test.
Yeah, especially when he was up there doing the old...
We know.
I didn't know
that
it was
song.
about that.
No, yeah. Well, not a lot of people do, because it's Walk on the Wild Side as a distinctive chorus. Take a walk on the wild side. And the verses actually talk about somebody who, not a sex change as such, but is a transvestite, and going through that kind of thing. And it's a good storytelling song, and I love Lou Reed, absolutely love him. So I love doing a cover of that. It goes down well normally if I've got a quieter audience. I can sing it.
And your guitar playing, sensational.
Oh, thank you. I've been doing it a while now.
Yeah. How long?
Well, I've been singing since I was a little dot, but playing the guitar since I was about probably 14, and then gigging since I was 15. So it's 7 years now gigging. I do variation pub gigs. I've recently supported James Blunt at the NIA.
Tell me.
Last year.
Come on, tell me about that.
November, it was through a competition run by the Birmingham Mail. And you entered a video, and then it got down to the final 10, final 3, that kind of thing. And James Blunt apparently chose my video out of the final 3, and I got to support him at the NIA in front of 5,000 people, which was mental. And I had a band playing with me on my original stuff. It was just an incredible day, it really was, and the build-up to it was immense as well, with the media and press coverage. And to rally the support from all the troops as well, and to get my name out there was fantastic. So,
how excited were you?
Oh God, I can't even describe it. You know, I was literally like a kid in a sweet shop. I could not sleep. I could not think of anything else. It got to the point where it was annoying people. Cause it's like, so anyway, about my gig, James Blunt kind of thing. Casual. Yeah. But no, it was fantastic, and I hope it'll put me in good stead, because I learned a lot from the experience, and I can now say I've played at the NIA, which not many people can. It's fantastic.
But the thing is with you artists, and you all are artists, we've linked up with so many. Whether you're playing in front of, as you did with James, your mucker James.
Yeah, me and my mate.
5,000, or whether you're playing to an audience of a few hundred or a few tens, your performance is exactly the same, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the integrity of what you're doing. You've got to believe in that, and if you don't, nobody else will. So you sing your songs as if you were singing them in front of 5,000 people at the NAA, exactly the same as you sing them in front of 3 people in a pub in Market Drayton. Do you know what I mean?
I do,
so
yes.
it's important to you that you convey your belief in yourself, and that's what, every time I sing my songs, I know that, and I want to do my best wherever I am.
Now let's talk about one of those songs, Troubadour, baby.
Troubadour, yeah. It'll be stuck in your head.
It's an earworm, innit?
Yeah. That's my new single, so that's out on iTunes, YouTube. My first music video, which was shot in Birmingham.
Where?
It was shot by the Yardbird.
Okay, yeah.
In the library, by the mailbox and by Selfridges. So there's distinctive parts of Birmingham in the video, so it links to where I'm from, which is, and it's exciting for my first music video. I still cringe a little bit seeing myself, but overall, I'm happy to have made that landmark. So yeah, Troubadour is out, and go buy it, go listen to it.
Do you sell it via Amazon as well?
It's on Amazon, yeah. Okay. MP3. It's on Spotify. It should even be on Shazam, I think.
Oh,
so if it was on a radio such as yours,
well, we are,
and somebody was like, I wonder what that song is, technically it should be on Shazam. I haven't tested that theory, but
let's test it.
No, let's not. Got bigger fish to fry than Shazam.
But we have got an online shop.
Yeah.
And we are affiliates to Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So we'll put your song, Troubadour, in our shop, and we'll sell
brilliant.
it for you.
Yeah, that'd be fab, definitely. It's good with the new music, it's good to just get it out, listen to wherever you possibly can. And you find within the community you build as a musician, there's so much help from the people that you meet and the contacts you make. So yeah, that would be brilliant.
And venues as well that you play?
Definitely, yeah.
How far afield have you played?
Well, I went to Liverpool Uni, so I gigged a lot in Liverpool. I haven't gigged abroad as such, but probably Liverpool is the furthest actually. No, I don't think I played London. But it is about sort of finding your feet initially where you're from.
Yep.
So getting a local kind of basis and following, and then touring around and meeting new people in new cities, definitely.
Now, if somebody is saying and listening to this broadcast, because they do, Gabby, ask her about a Twitter feed, ask her about a Facebook, because those two mediums are so important for people to want to look at you. Because, let's be honest, they're going to want to look at you, babe, aren't they? Yeah. They're going to want to listen to you as well. So put everybody out of their misery and tell them how to link up with you. Right,
well, I'm on Facebook, Alexandra Jane, so Jane's with a Y, as my mum tells me every day. And then Twitter is a bit different. It's A_J_music. I've also got a website, alexandrajanemusic.com, and that's got all the social media on it, so you can go from there.
And also, they're going to be asking another question. Where can we see her play next live?
Well, I've got a load of gigs if you happen to be in the Shropshire, Staffordshire area, I gig a lot, sort of pub-style things.
Yes.
But I do mix in my originals, and it's normally a good laugh, a good night. So I'm trying to think when my next gig is. I'm playing Shrewsbury. I'm playing a Valentine's special with Heidi Brown, who's from Market Drayton. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got a few more gigs dotted around the Shropshire area, but they're all on my website. So if people want to come along, I'd be more than happy to... for them to come along and say hello.
And finally, young lady, what was that pub that you wanted to go home from?
Oh, that was it. I won't name any names. But,
was it that bad a night?
It wasn't the pub. It was the company.
Yeah,
it was in Wolverhampton somewhere. Okay. To be fair, it was past my bedtime anyway. Yeah. So, but good song inspiration nonetheless.
Yeah. But that's the essence, isn't it? Even with some of the most difficult situations, some of the times when you're at your lowest ebb and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, man, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I can write a song about it.
Definitely.
And turn negative into a positive.
I've always said about songwriting, for myself, it's almost a form of therapy. For a lot of people, it's an expression, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
it is.
Heartbreak is a great way to write, look at
seriously.
Adele. All you want is a bad relationship and you're sorted, songwriting-wise. So I think if it comes from the heart, it's a genuine emotion, then you've got a song there that people will listen to and relate to.
And inspirations, who inspires you? What kind of artists do you like?
I'm a bit... despite appearances, I'm a bit of a punk rocker at heart.
Good girl, yeah. Come on.
So
Some
my
name
favourite
check.
band are The Clash. Absolutely love
Yeah,
The Clash.
good girl, yeah.
Joe Strummer, outside of The Clash as well, when he did his stuff with the Mescalaros, I love storytelling in songs,
Yeah.
so I listen to a lot of folk, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, that kind of thing really inspires me. More modern artists, I'm a bit girl power, so there's great acts like St Vincent. She's a guitarist, she's very alternative, but she's fab. Then there's people like Gabrielle Aplin, who are folk orientated as well, followed her from the early days. So I like to think that I listen to a broad spectrum of stuff, because I think as a musician you have to be open to any genre. So I don't know how or why it inspires me and in what way, but I know what I like listening to, and people can sometimes see that in my songs. So
I'm sure they do.
yeah.
Right, we're going to leave it there.
Right,
Thank you
fabulous.
very
Thank
much
you,
for your
Dan.
time.
Thank you.
We're going to be playing Troubadour
Brilliant.
and the Biscuit Boys next week, and we're going to be banging in our biscuit tin, which is Monday to Thursday, 5 till 7 on srbradio.com, baby.
Fab. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Bye.
If you had a drink tonight, wouldn't you agree? You've seen the stars tonight, wouldn't you agree? And you have dropped your mask to all who can see. What have you done? How do you do? And what can you be? But Troubadour, where are you now? I've seen you fall down from the highest brow. And Troubadour, where are you now? I've seen you fall down from the highest brow. And I don't mind, just make it easier on me, darling. And just turn off, yeah, just turn off the light. Said you will be the one tonight, take it from me. I'm not begging for your time, you won't find me on my knees. So take all that I have and throw it to the night. Who gives a damn what higher plan can bring this to life? But Troubadour, where are you now? I see you bubbling out from the highest ground, and how I learn to put up a fight. 'Cause I don't mind, just make it easier on me, darling. Just turn off, yeah, just turn off the light. I hate to tell you, babe, but the system's down. They did all that they can just to turn it around. Yeah, I hate to tell you, babe, but the system's down. They did all that they can just to turn it around. To turn it around, to turn it around. You're cheating, you're lying, deceiving, deciding, you're losing your mind on love. You're cheating, you're lying, deceiving, deciding, you're losing your mind on love. 'Cause you're fooling up, you're fooling up, you're a fool.
Joining me now, a lady that I did say at the top of the show, Treadle. It isn't though, it's Paris.
Georgia.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's Georgia.
That's your stage name.
Yep.
Treadle's your family name.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay. First time at the Jamhouse. When you, and I assumed it was your mother, when you walked in, you looked quite lost.
Okay.
You never look lost on that stage, kid.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, that means, well, I've never been here before,
No, I know.
so, we were a bit like, sort of getting our bearings, but no, I loved it up there. It was really good. It was a great crowd as well. So.
You owned the stage, didn't you?
Oh, thanks.
Superb. Your music, well, I would say your voice conducive to Southern American kind of rock chick type of music.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love country music.
Yeah.
Country pop sort of is my style. That's what I'd like to be anyway. But, all sorts of American. I mean, Dolly Parton is one of my
I'm getting that,
sort of that, spot on really there. But
I mean, I could almost see you with that hat on.
Yeah.
Doing the old 9 to 5 thing up there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I wouldn't mind. Actually, I could cover that song, couldn't I, really?
Yeah, it's a classic song, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Not bad.
And I was listening to you. X Factor, as soon as I hear that word.
Oh, I know, yeah.
My kind of, I hate it with a passion. I hate everything that stands for and about. It's a complete, total sellout.
Yeah.
It's about making people with no ability believe that they have.
Yeah, that's it.
And kids with ability like what clearly you've got, you didn't even make it as far as the TV, did you?
Oh, we did, yeah. We got to Wembley, actually, so we got to the second round of the TV auditions, but we just didn't get shown. Our audition didn't actually get shown, which I was, in a way, sort of happy about, because it means I can sort of move on from it and do my solo stuff, because it was a girl band that I was in, so... I mean, it was a good experience, to be fair. It was a really good experience. I mean, and you learn a lot when you're doing stuff like that, but I would never do it again.
Tell me about the girl band, and tell me why obviously you wanted to do it, and why you wouldn't do it again.
Okay. Well, we were actually put together for X Factor. Okay. As many are, I'm sure. But,
you're joking. Seriously, you do surprise me there, Paris.
But to be honest, I mean, it was kind of like an audition process for the girl band. Yeah. So I went along, and it was just something that I just tried out, and I actually really enjoyed being in a girl band. I really did love it, and we were sort of like an indie pop type of girl group. Okay. And there was the one girl who played the guitar for us, sort of thing. She was like part of the group, but she was known for the guitar. But when we did our auditions for the X Factor, we got through, did our TV ones, and they just ripped us to pieces. They really did. I mean, we thought we did a good job. Yeah. They kind of look at each other, and you can tell that there's something going on with them, if that makes sense, whilst you're performing. But no, I mean, we we did get through. We got 3 yeses. It was Mel B that said no. And but then one of the girls felt very sort of like picked on, if you know what I mean, because she was quite picked on from the judges. And she just decided to quit straight away after. Even though we got through, she just said, I don't want to do it. So she quit. So then there was 3 of us, because there were 4 of us originally. Then we did our audition, and then they just said, look, we want to go with the guitar through on our own, and sort of that was it really. But I mean, straight away I was just like, obviously I was heartbroken. I was absolutely gutted, because you're put under such a light that they make you think that you're really gonna make it, and
tell me about it.
So so straight away then I then learnt guitar, and then I decided to go through a country sort of route, country pop route.
Right, just rewind slightly for about 5 seconds. Okay. This was last year.
Yes. Yes. August time last year.
You didn't get on the X Factor, and then you decided to learn the guitar. Did you not know the guitar before?
No.
You're joking.
Yeah, no.
So that girl that's gone up there singing these, writing these songs, performing in front of the Jamhouse, the massive audience of the Jamhouse, you have only been playing that guitar for about 10 months.
Yeah, approximately that, yeah.
For God's sake, kid.
Wow. Yeah, no, I love it. I remember I was listening to Ed Sheeran, actually, because he's a massive influence for me. But I was listening to him, and I thought, I really want to go out and just play guitar. So I just thought, go out and buy one and just teach myself, and there we are.
I've had one for 3 years. I still can't play it. Mind you, I've not tried to play it. I looked at the book and it's got frets and stuff, and I tell you what, I did fret.
Yeah.
But I just, I couldn't.
No, that's it. But no, I love it.
Amazing.
And I just thought, because I've always had sort of like a country vibe. I mean, when I was younger, we always used to listen to Tammy Wynette in the car, Shania Twain, Dolly Parton as well. And I just thought, something that I should do. And that's the route I've taken, and I'm hoping they will, I'll do well in it. But
I'm not often stuck for words, but, I am with
thanks.
that. Because I can't believe that in only 10 months, not just the fact that you've got the ability to do that, but you've got the confidence in that ability to go and do it. How long have you been writing songs for? Don't tell me 10 months.
No. Well, to be fair, I mean, I play a little bit piano as well.
Okay.
So before I learnt the guitar, I was sort of having a little tinkle on the piano, writing a few songs with that. But it's so much easier with the guitar. I've written probably 50 songs over the past 10 months, purely because it's a guitar. And I mean, personally for me, I'm sure obviously other people, they would prefer piano and guitar rather than guitar,
Well, it
but
depends,
I love
don't
it. I just think it's so easy to just learn a few chords and just write a song, and it's just I love it.
And your EP that's coming out, I heard Free Bird.
Yes, Free Bird, yeah. I mean, I've just shooted a music video what day are we on? We're Tuesday now, isn't it? Saturday.
Okay.
I shot a music video for a single that I'm releasing alongside my EP, called Stranger to You.
When's that going to be released?
We haven't actually got a release date yet, but I'm hoping May, June sort of time. Okay. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll keep it all posted, updated on my Facebook page,
which
my
is
Twitter page, Paris Georgia Music. I'm sure if you type that in on Facebook or even Google, it'll probably come up. So,
tell you what, you start Googling Bird's name Paris, you'll have all sorts of promise. I've done it.
So.
And where was the music video shot?
In Bromsgrove, actually. So it was a beautiful set. I absolutely loved it. I was really, really happy with the team for helping me out with it. And it was like we're sort of sat around a campfire sort of vibe. It's quite an upbeat song, so I'm hoping that, once we release it, I'm hoping that we'll get some good feedback from it.
Well, we will definitely play it on our radio station.
Oh,
that's
brilliant.
an absolutely given, that is.
Oh, perfect.
No problem about that.
Yeah.
And we'll be plugging you, and we'll be helping you, and we'll be spreakering this up and getting the show out to as many people as what we humanly possibly can. Because it's all about sharing the music and sharing the talent. Because I do feel like a broken record. It's very difficult for young uns and old uns that are in this industry to get their music played on commercial radio today. It's almost impossible. The internet is the only way forward.
To be fair, I mean, the internet has really, really helped within the past sort of 6 months for me, because I was recently played on BBC Introducing.
Very good.
For Coventry and Warwickshire.
Yeah.
And that's really, it was a massive thing for me, because I was like, BBC Radio has played my songs, that's brilliant. But I haven't actually released that song either. I need to get releasing these songs, don't I, really?
You certainly do. You're writing them, you got to release them, kid.
I know, yeah.
Release date for the EP, have you got one yet?
What, my EP?
For your EP, not just your single, but your EP that's going to support
We haven't,
that.
no, we're still sort of getting everything together.
Yeah, sure.
We're at the moment, we're getting me a website designed for me, and my music video, just getting everything recorded.
Don't rush it.
No, I know,
is what I'd say to you, my advice. Don't rush.
Yeah.
Get it right. Because when you do rush it, you might look back in time and go, do you know what, I can't. Yeah, exactly. If I just waited a little bit longer, put a little bit more into it. And what I always say, it's like with a song, I'm sure you do that. I write a few poems. And I put them down, and then I'll pick them up a couple of 3 weeks after, and I look at them, I go, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And sometimes, like, you leave them there for 12 months, and you pick them up and you go, I'm not quite happy with that. So always with artists, make sure that you're happy with it. When you're happy with it, you put it out there, kid. You strut your stuff.
Yeah.
You've got everything. I mean, you're only a yonkie. What are you?
Yeah, 19.
I was going to say, you've got the whole of your world and life in front of you. Yeah. And it is a big, big world out there.
I'm sure, yeah. Wow, yeah.
I mean, Coventry is the epicentre of the world, of course, especially when your mum was, around and me in the day with the specials and the selector and two-tone and all that. But, there's such talent out there.
Yeah.
Just go and take it. And where next will Paris, Georgia be gigging?
Where am I gigging? I'm next at I'm in Bristol actually. I'm in
get about a bit.
This is March time. We're talking. Actually, no, my next gig is in Leamington. What am I talking about?
Oh, right,
This is on Sunday. This Sunday I'm at Leamington. It's there's a bar called TJ's.
Okay.
Bar and Grill, which is actually a really good venue. And I was there a couple of weeks ago as well. So yeah, I'm there on Sunday after about evening sort of time, from about 8 o'clock onwards. So that's my next gig. But yeah, I've got a couple of gigs like sort of all over everywhere really.
Good.
Like I say, I'm in Bristol in March. That's like a club, I think, like a nightclub type of place.
Getting it out there and going to as many venues as what you can.
Yeah.
Putting in the legwork, keep putting it in, keep putting it in. It might be soul destroying at first, but there's nothing coming back,
Yeah,
but you never know. You're building your future, and that's what you've got to keep doing.
As well, I'm in Birmingham. Do you know the Rainbow?
Yep.
They're on April the 11th.
Okay.
As well, with lots of other artists as well from all over the UK. There's a boy band called
I don't do boy bands.
Exposure, and they've got a massive following on Twitter.
I don't care. I growl at boy bands. I do. Jumping around, prancing around, boys.
I can imagine. I've never met them, but I've seen them around. If that makes sense. So
I don't.
lots of people.
I bet they're good looking, aren't they?
Yeah, fairly
it's a
good
shock.
looking. So.
The day that they have a boy band that's put together that can play guitars that look ugly, you wouldn't want them on your pin-ups on your bedroom and all that, but can play music, then I'll take them serious.
Yeah.
But these that just dance around and that, don't give me that. No. I'll come and watch you though.
Yeah,
Brad.
you should though. It'd be good. There's a few artists. There's about 14 artists that are going to be performing on the night. So
I will be looking into that at the Rainbow.
Yes, yeah.
Great venue, great Birmingham venue.
Yeah, I've heard. Again, I've never been there.
Yep, great venue.
Just getting myself out there in Birmingham.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Well, it's back down to the A45 for you then,
It
kid,
is,
ain't it? All the way back to Coventry.
Yeah. Actually is, yeah. So,
Can I thank you very much for your time? And I thought that Sweet Child of Mine was a great cover.
Oh, did you like it? Oh, brilliant, thank you.
I'm like kind of rock and Guns N' Roses and that type of thing.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, not my genre.
Yeah.
But I think that song is a great song.
Oh, good.
And I thought the way that you done it was superb as well.
Oh, perfect.
And like I say, to all the artists that I interview, that I hook up with and I look at, you put everything into every performance. You put everything into a note as though it's the last note you're ever going to sing, and I think that's fantastic.
Oh, perfect. Thanks very much.
Paris, for now. By the way, was it named after the city in France?
I wasn't. No, do you know what? I get asked this probably every day.
Oh, okay.
Or I have some sort of, But no, I wasn't actually. My mum saw someone on TV called Paris, and she thought, I'm going to call my first daughter Paris, and here I am.
Oh, well, there you go. And she was named after that place in France.
Yeah. I should just say that, really, shouldn't I? I'm named after Paris.
Oh, lovely.
The city. No,
Have you ever been?
I have, yes. I've been back
okay.
twice. It's quite a nice little city, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
The city's go.
Not too shabby, is it?
Right then. Catch you later, pal.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you very
Thanks
much,
very much.
and really good luck.
Perfect. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers.
Try my hardest to please you, but it's not enough. I always wanna be there when your times get tough. I shouldn't be the jealous type, 'cause you're not even mine. But I'm so confused, I seem to lose the battles and the fights. I think of all the reasons that I'm not for you. I feel like I'm chasing, hoping you'll come through. And I know you can ever look my way. Oh, but you'll never walk on this world alone. 'Cause I'll be there for when you need me, but I can never tell my feelings about you.
Joining me now, a lady with a big soulful voice. And Nadina, you're absolutely correct. We're almost in the roof space of the Jamhouse. It is cool up here. How hot is it down on that stage?
It's boiling.
It is, isn't it? It really
Under
is.
the lights and the
Yeah.
red lights. Absolutely boiling, but great to be here though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What a great soulful voice you've got.
Oh, thank you.
Notice you on Twitter today, you was tweeting up something about Call Me Unique as well. Are you big friends with Call Me?
I wouldn't say big friends. I admire what she's done, her work, her songs.
Yep.
So more power to her.
Yep.
I think I met her at Beat Freaks Cafe last month.
Okay, yeah.
And I was I was watching then.
Yeah.
And then I performed in last week.
Okay.
So yeah.
So tell me about your stuff, tell me about your writing, tell me about the music you've got out there.
Okay.
I noticed that you said it's Nadina music, it's got a K, not a C on it.
Sorry, yeah, it's a Q.
That's what I meant.
I'm Nadina Morrison,
Yep.
singer-songwriter born in Birmingham.
Okay.
Only started singing last year.
All right, blimey.
I've always written, but I never thought about doing music full-time.
Why?
In any way capable. Because I need to pay my rent and my mortgage.
This is very true.
So I've been doing my 9 to 5, and in 2013 I got really ill, couldn't speak, couldn't talk, couldn't sing, and I started writing again. So this has birthed the songs that I've been writing that you've heard today.
Yep.
And then I started performing them last year, and it's been periodically, simply because I still have had health issues. So this year is the year
Yeah.
whereby I will be completing my EP and putting it out there for everybody to hear. The EP is called A Little Piece of Me, so it's really just showing a little piece of me.
Yeah.
So that's it, really.
And you say from birth, I mean, you got a lovely smiley face. You can tell that you love it up there.
Yeah.
I kind of noticed when you was telling your guitarist, hey, we're playing this one now, mate.
No, he's an absolute gem. Sean Cohen,
Okay.
he's been a support the last couple of months.
Yes.
As well as singing my own stuff, I try and volunteer my voice at the Heartlands Hospital as well.
Okay,
So
yeah.
once a month we go down, Good Hope, and then sing to the patients. And you don't know how amazing
nice.
it is to kind of support your local community, as well as just have a bit of fun. You know, singing, music does so much.
Yes, it does.
It does so much, so I'm just grateful to help, and yeah, it's my year.
Do you know something, Nadina? You're absolutely right, because music and smiling and exuding that warmth is almost as good as the medicine that people can take, you know.
As I said, I've had my own health issues,
Yeah.
and it's by the grace of God I'm still standing here. But there's times when my family thought I wouldn't be here. So, one of the songs that will be on the EP is Inspire Me, and that's dedicated to my husband.
Okay.
Because it has inspired me. And so I never thought about music as an option for a career.
Yeah.
He plays the bass and he plays he's just learning to play the keyboard now.
Sure.
So he's supported me and championed me, so yeah.
And Facebook and Twitter accounts, how can people link up with Nadina Morrison?
Yeah, it's Nadina, spelled Nadina, music with a Q.
Yes.
And that's the same on Facebook, Twitter, on YouTube, and my website is www.nadinamusic.com.
Part of Birmingham were you born?
I was born in the Selly Hospital.
Oh, okay.
I'm from South Birmingham,
Yep.
but I've lived everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Okay.
So my Brummie accent comes out depending on who I'm standing next to.
All right, well, you're standing next to a complete Brummie, yeah?
So it's coming out now. I apologise.
It certainly is. And where did you get your love from music? Is it from your parents? Is it something that you grew up with around you?
The people around me weren't music fans.
Yeah.
I've always loved music. I've always loved to sing. I think at some point I was told, "Oh yeah, you're not good enough. Don't bother."
No, don't let anyone ever tell you that. You got to keep believing.
So it wasn't ever an option in my head.
Sure.
It was go out, work. And I support self-employed people. I'm a business advisor, so I give
Okay,
advice.
yeah.
So I'm usually on the other end of the music
Yes.
industry, so to speak. So, yeah.
Artists that inspire you, I know obviously your husband does. What
He
artists
does.
inspire you?
My favourite artist right now at this
Yep.
point is JP Cooper.
Okay.
He's a UK, I think he's from Manchester, soul singer. I love gospel.
Yep.
I am a Christian. I love gospel. I love jazz, but that's more of a newer thing. I'm a soul girl. Really.
So if I could give you a stage with any performer in the world that's ever walked the planet, they don't have to be alive now, because, do you know, it's Gabby here. I can't actually put you on that bloody stage.
Actually,
but who would it be?
I'd love to sing with Lauryn Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I do like my hip hop as well.
Yeah.
It would be Lauryn Hill. Her versatility, obviously, she's been in and out of the limelight with her own issues, but it would be Lauryn Hill I'd like to sing with.
Great album that was, the Fugees' first one, wasn't it?
And the Miseducation of Lauren, when she's only done one album, and it's an absolute classic.
All right.
Absolute classic.
I'm going to have to dig that out. Killing Me Softly, I bet you could sing that superbly as well, mate.
Not really. Don't make me laugh.
But you didn't stop laughing while you was on that stage.
I know,
did you?
but because
It's great.
our music is infectious, you can't
Exactly.
not. You know what I mean? I'm not a moody musician sitting with dark glasses in the corner smoking a cigarette. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Music is beautiful.
Yeah.
Music is love.
I'm sure there are musicians that do that, but all the ones that we've linked up with are absolutely wonderful people that are generous with the time and with their everything that they've got to give this planet. Nadina, can I thank you so much?
No problem, thank you.
And I'm sure that we will hook up and link up again.
We will.
When's your EP out?
We're still working on a date. We're looking at the autumn.
Oh,
of
okay.
this year.
Decent time to bring it out, just before the Christmas rush.
Before it's Christmas number one somewhere.
And will you be doing a video as well in Birmingham and in around Birmingham?
We
Possibly.
will do. We will do. I'm trying to think now.
You're
my
keeping
brain.
that powder dry there, ain't you, kid? Don't give too much away to her.
We're still in the planning stages, me and my team, so
Fantastic.
it's brilliant. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Smiley Face. Thank you. Cheers. SRBRadio.com. Joining me now, the Rainbreakers, or I've got to say, two of the Rainbreakers.
Yeah.
And what I would like to do is hook up with you when the four of you are on it, because I thought the two of you tonight were absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit out of our comfort zone, really, doing the acoustic thing. We sat down a couple of days ago and worked something out, but we're definitely about being in a full band and having the bass and drums behind us. It makes it for us, doesn't it?
So, who are the Rainbreakers? I'm assuming that you're the lead singer, you're the singer, the songwriter.
Yeah, that's correct.
There's a guitarist over here,
Hello.
young man.
Yes.
Don't you contort your face when you're playing a guitar? You do, don't you?
It's like a beat. It's like I'm chewing a wasp, isn't it?
You'd be a great gurner.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You would, wouldn't you?
It's been tried and tested.
Yeah. How difficult is it playing all along the Watchtower?
I mean, yeah. When you compare it to Jimmy, it's pretty difficult. Yeah. But no, I tried to do my own spin on it, and you know, what comes out comes out. Hopefully, it's credible at least.
I thought it was fantastic.
Thanks very much, man.
But how difficult was it following that Ben Drummond?
Oh, he's fantastic. I didn't expect that at all. Me and Ben just thought he was a bass player.
He is.
At heart, anyway. No, we met him playing Lawrence Jones a few months ago in the Mars Bar in Worcester, and he just blew us away. I didn't know he was capable of that. He's fantastic.
It's like guitar, it's like Bates Coon, it's everything on that guitar, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he's amazing. Yeah, brilliant. Blew me away. And I think Ben as well. Yeah, we were spellbound. Yeah.
So, Ben, the lead singer,
Jack, guitar player. Yeah, Jack Cooper.
the drummer.
It's Sam Edwards, he's my brother.
Okay.
And, he's my younger brother. He'll hate me for saying that. He'll be like, oh, what'd you tell him I'm your brother? And Peter Adams is on bass. Yeah. We've been together 2 years, just over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And our sound's changed hugely in that 2 years.
In what way?
Well, we started off as, Jack wasn't part of the band originally. It was the three of us, and we were an acoustic band, sort of leaning towards sort of Counting Crows and I guess REM sort of sounding sort of music.
Yeah.
And then Jack came along, changed that, and said, not having that. But
Yeah, sorry.
no.
Come on, Jack, answer that.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Isn't it? It's a good thing.
No, I mean it's just a mixed bag of styles. I mean, like Ben said, they were into much more, dare I say, singer-songwriter kind of stuff. Where I came from a background of playing a lot of older styles, like Hendrix, for example, and 60s inspired stuff. So I think that's just kind of weaved its way in, and we've collectively changed the sound. I'd hope to say that
I think so,
you were wanting that too, but
the sound we have now is I think it's probably, we're still going down the path, but it's definitely what we want, more like what we want to sound like, and I think that it makes us stand out. We're a group of young lads playing some bluesy rock that's a little bit different to perhaps the people are at similar age playing music. Certainly where we're from, anyway, we probably start. We're the only band around our area of our age group,
which is Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury. But we absolutely just love to play, and we'll get in our van and go anywhere that we were told you earlier, I think. We were down in the Isle of Wight, and we went down there for 10 days, lived in a tent and gigged, which was messy. And
4 of you in that tent.
It wasn't.
How big was the tent?
It was a 6-man tent.
Fair enough.
it was only for 2 people.
We're all fairly big people, as in tall. I'm aware this is radio.
Not as like grass knees.
So it was a bit of a squeeze, but it was a laugh as well. And it's nice just to go somewhere new and play, because there's that kind of that pressure off you that nobody knows you, and they don't know what's going to happen, and it's that first excitement for them of hearing you play, and we kind of get a bit of a buzz off that. So
how difficult was it? Because you did say on the stage, and you at the beginning of this broadcast, at the top of it, you did say it was. I mean, it's Tuesday now. You and him only Sunday decided to break it down and play the acoustic. You didn't even tell each other what numbers you were going to play, did you?
No, not really. We kind of just sort of, it's going to be this song, man. Just go for it. Going to count you in and play.
I noticed that.
But I mean, for me at least, I come from playing the acoustic guitar.
Yeah, sure.
And so that wasn't too difficult. But it's difficult to try and sort of recompose the songs and make them sound like they fit like that. So we played about 10 songs, and they were the 4 or 5 that we thought we can do the best job of at short notice, which is our own fault. Ben Drummond disappeared off the planet, I swear, man. I was trying to ring him for weeks. What's going on, man? But
Drummond has an ability to do that at times.
But he's such a great guy, and I think it's a great event that's going on tonight. And just to have all this stuff going on, including having yourself come down and to get local radio involved, and I think that's brilliant. That's what it's about, and it's nice to see that happening around.
Hereford and Worcester, the BBC, the introducing. You must be on there every week.
That's news to me. I don't know.
Really, you should be.
Yeah.
Because your area of Hereford and Worcester,
we're Shropshire. We come under Shropshire when we...
Ain't that Hereford and Worcester?
No, it's Shropshire.
Mrs Brown said I was shite at geography.
She wasn't wrong.
So what does it come under then?
Shropshire.
Radio Shropshire.
They do play our material, but there's a wealth of material coming out of Shropshire. The difficulty, I think, for a lot of bands in Shropshire, including ourselves, is getting out of Shropshire.
Yes.
Because there isn't there's so many bands that we've come across that are from Birmingham or from Leicester or from London, and it just gives them that they're 10 steps ahead of us because they've got all their fans that they
not inability.
Some of them are, but initially they said they've got all their friends and family to sell 25 tickets to, and when we're ringing up venues and saying can we book a gig, and it's like, well, we're from 200 miles away. I don't know anybody there, but we just want to play. That's the difficulty we're finding. Even getting coming over here, it's very difficult to try and drag people an hour's drive, on a Tuesday night to come and see you, because it's a Tuesday.
So what are you saying? I've got a venue in London. Right. You want to come and play my venue? I think you're brilliant, and I'll put you on. What the venue's saying is, you bring 30 punters. And you've got the gig. But if you can't bring 30 punters, I don't give a shit how good you are, you ain't coming on.
Not in so many words.
Good.
But effectively. It's like they're...
Bad.
They're saying, they wouldn't... They are obviously interested in quality.
Yes.
I'd say that. But they are also, the venues are struggling.
Yes.
You need people to go out to and listen to
Correct.
music. It's not entirely their fault. If there was more people willing to go and listen to new bands as opposed to bands they were hearing on the radio that's being forced into their ears, no offence to radio, but
I offend them every day.
but I think if they can go out and listen to some new material, because there's a wealth of it. There are massive bands that we envy and strive to be like, that nobody's heard of over here, that have got huge world careers, but they're not known over here, and that's a shame, because they could be playing to massive crowds.
Let's have a name check for some of those.
Gary Clark Jr., Monophonics, Ben L'Oncle Soul, who else, man? The Wood Brothers.
Where we going, Jack?
Oh God,
He's done your on four, kid. And you're the blues man.
I mean, well, luckily,
Souls?
a band called the London Souls are great. There's so many unsigned. Well, I say unsigned, just bands not on the radar that are fantastic. But like Ben said, no one's heard of. Luckily, the Black Keys are getting some world credibility now, which is awesome to see. And that's a band that we kind of really admire as well. But it's a shame.
And you went up to Cheshire and done a gig up there. Even Mr. Peeps give you a review.
Yeah, he did. All that stuff's really useful. I'd recommend all unsigned bands or any band to get on it and use the social media, but find people that are helpful. Yeah. There's faces behind those social accounts, and you can find really nice people that are willing to share your event or help promote you. Because everything we've done in the last 2 years has been ourselves working that out, and we've been using our resources as best we can. So I think it's an important thing for any band to do. But we did a gig for Chester. We played at Chester Rocks, which was a weird experience for us anyway. Going from we're used to playing. I mean, we're playing pubs still. We book a local pub gig and get chucked out a couple £100 for it, and which is great. And then we go play Chester Rocks, and it's a 10,000 capacity stage. There's Razorlight there, the Hoosiers, there's the Feeling. I mean, not necessarily bands that perhaps our music associates with, but still big established acts.
Exactly.
And we're in separate tents. We've got beer coming out of our ears, and it's just it was such a weird experience from that point of view.
As well,
but it was over in a flash. For as far as we're concerned, the 20-minute set we got, which was great, but it's just it's done, and you're what happened? Where did that go? But we loved it, and then that was there's a great little venue in Chester called the Compass. That Dan Reed is a promoter of for Core Promotions, and he's a superb contact. So I'd recommend any bands that are wanting to sort of play in Chester to hit him up, because he's willing to give you a go, and he doesn't put a lot of pressure on the tickets. And if he likes you and he thinks you're good, he'll open some doors for you.
Superb. Facebook and Twitter accounts, how can people link up with the band?
Facebook.com/The Rainbreakers, all lowercase. You can tweet us at The Rainbreakers with a capital T and a capital R, or just go to therainbreakers.com, or better yet, just come to a gig and talk to us.
When are you playing next? What you got lined up?
Well, on the 7th of March, we're supporting Chantal McGregor at the Live Rooms in Chester, which is a superb venue. Then we're sort of on a bit of a hiatus at the moment. We're going to do some sneaky recordings and
I believe I heard that.
release some new material, which we're really excited about. We're working really hard on that release. So from the end of April, May, we're going to be hitting the road big time. So go on our website and you can find out where we're playing.
And your website is?
Therainbreakers.com.
Okay.
Yeah, just hit us up there and you can message us and we'll always respond.
So what song do you want me to play for you on this broadcast?
Whatever you like the best.
Have you got anything recorded, MP3, SoundClouded? How can we get hold of it and play it?
I can send you an email with an MP3 if you like.
Thank you. If you can send it to chris@sports-radio.co.uk.
Absolutely, I'll do that for you, yeah.
Mrs. Brown, did you hear that? Hit that button, baby.
Thanks very much, man.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. And really good luck. Keep going. I thought you was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Now
Joining me now, Drummond. Complaint from all the bands that have to follow you.
Oh, right, okay. Is it that bad?
Can you go on last?
Yeah, well,
because no one wants to follow you.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean, you play that. They said. I mean, the guys just said. Thought he was bass guitarist.
Well, I am.
Well, he is.
First and foremost, yeah.
But how does he play that acoustic like he does? And where's his cajon as well?
His what?
Where's your cajon?
Cajon.
Yeah, one of them. Cajon. What is your cajon?
Yeah, the cajones, yeah.
That thing.
Yeah,
it's like a drum, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a Spanish drum, yeah.
Yeah, but you
they
do.
used one tonight, didn't they? We didn't, did
No,
they?
you done it with your guitar.
Yeah, I just banged the guitar.
You cheating. How come you don't break a string?
I do. I break a lot of strings, God. I do.
The way you do. And you play without any, like, picks things.
Yeah, I don't use a plectrum because I've got 5 of them on this hand.
You must have hands, like, kind of.
So look at them, the big sausage fingers, ain't they?
Yeah, mate. But I mean, like, seriously, the way, and that voice as well.
Oh, thank you, mate.
I thought your performance was brilliant. Not only are you the guy that puts these magnificent acoustic events, evenings on, last Tuesday of every month.
Indeed.
You're an entertainer, you're an artist, and you've got an EP out that you're going to give me to play, because it's fantastic.
I am indeed, yeah. Should be available March, mate. So,
yeah,
it should be. I'm really looking forward to doing this one, because it's not big production, it's just me, a guitar, a little bit of an overdub, nice and wide, natural.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really proud of it, man, to be fair. As it stands at the moment, you know, might not feel that way tomorrow.
And is it all your own material that you put on the EP?
It's a few of the songs I play tonight, you know, Cut You Down, Steal Away, a couple of new ones.
Yeah.
You know, so, which very much more me than what I've put out before. I've got an EP out already, A Natural City Boy, which is me learning how to produce in a studio,
okay,
you know, and record everything I could, and you know, get that free time. And because I recorded in conservatoire, in my house in Spain, Magic Garden, Priory recording, it was just learning, and all that knowledge is now applied to this record. And you know what? I use no more than 2 microphones.
Really?
Yeah, the whole thing's just live, you know, because now I know how to capture it. It's like this room. What a lovely sounding room. So play a guitar in this room and get the best out of it, you know. You know, acoustic.
But that's what music is, isn't it? Going forward, it's about learning things, different sounds.
Yeah, developing, man.
Even knowing how to pronounce the bloody words of instruments.
Indeed, yeah, cajones. I don't know if that's right, mate.
I don't know that. I just wing it and blag it,
yeah,
you know,
like,
mate.
Yeah, cajones, yeah.
Absolutely. No, there's someone else in my
I think so.
Oh, God, me and you together, mate, blimey.
Yeah.
Who we got on next month?
You know what? I'll have to tell you next month.
Okay. Is that a secret?
No,
have we got anyone lined up?
It's a really good bill next month. I just haven't got it in front of me.
Your bills are brilliant every month.
It's a busy one as well. I think we're trying out for like 8 acts next month.
You usually do. There was 6 on tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 6 on tonight. So 8 next month. We've got a couple of bands coming in. Yeah, it's going to be great though, you know. I mean, this is a good turnout as well for January.
Yeah, it is. Because you find that, don't you? The cooler that the months are, and
people
the back end of Christmas and all the rest of it.
Well, nobody's got any money left,
exactly,
have they? But people are still coming out and doing their things. So.
And it's your birthday soon coming up.
March the 13th, yeah.
So that's when the EP is going to come out.
That's hopefully it, yeah. Yeah, and I've got a solo gig here at the club, doing a whole set on the first Tuesday of the month,
So the first Tuesday of March.
Yeah, that'll be me doing a whole sort of hour and a half show.
So I believe the last Tuesday is the 24th.
In fact, I've got it here.
Go on.
10th of March.
10th of March.
That's the second Tuesday of the month.
Do you know, I'm going to have to let you down, brother, sadly.
You'll be here in spirit, won't you?
God's playing on the 10th of March, you know.
Oh, is he?
He's playing at the Warwick Arts Centre.
Well, it'd be nice to him to come down here
I haven't actually got a ticket yet, but I'm going to get in.
Yeah,
I don't care what I've got to do to get in.
I might be able to help you there, mate. I know somebody down there, so...
Can you really?
I'll have a go. I can try for you, you know.
Cheers, Ben. You're an absolute legend and a diamond. Because
mate.
Any other way, I would have been here on the 10th of March.
Bless you, mate.
But if Paul Weller is in town...
You've got to go, ain't you? I ain't going to compete with that.
But no one can compete with God. But you're bloody close, mate.
Thank you,
you're bloody close.
Cheers, bless you.
Ben Drummond, can I thank you for your time again, sir? A brilliant night.
Yeah,
always made me very, very welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything that you do for us. As soon as that EP's ready, we're going to give it a spin.
Nice one. Cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
Ben. Thanks for your time, pal.
Thanks.
Lovely. Cheers, Mucka.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
SRBRadio.com.
Well, 7 hours ago, I was asked via Twitter, are you recording? The answer's yes. Speak.
Yeah, that wasn't me actually, that was Phil Parker.
Oh, okay.
He's on admin and keys, but mainly admin.
Yeah, fair play to him. Now, it's Neon Wilderness,
It is.
The wilderness I got from your piece is Walsall.
Well, it's also the musical wilderness, which is where we are.
Why?
Because we play generally in the Midlands, so you know, it's just, to be honest, we were called for years. It was on the main songwriter, and it was called the Chris Whiting Band, and I hated it because we couldn't think of anything else to call it. And everyone said, "What's your band called?" I went, Chris Whiting Band, and they looked at me like I was some kind of egomaniac. So we got rid of it, and we thought that sounds great. We like lights, we like brightly coloured lights. We also like empty spaces. So put the two words together. There you go.
And why do you apologise when you finish your set?
It's always bad, isn't it? So we
I thought it was bloody good. Thank you very much.
Always finish with an apology. I remember a good mate of ours, God rest his soul, John Brooks from the Charlatans. He told me he actually played with us for a while, and it was brilliant having him in the band. But he always told me, start well, finish well. It doesn't really matter what you do in the middle.
Yeah.
So finish on the apology. You know, we know it well.
So you write all your songs.
Yeah.
You're the lead singer, songwriter, and you're the guy whose shoulders it lies on to write these modern classics.
Modern classics.
Well, I always have to get a Paul Weller pun in every interview that I do.
Modern classics, yeah. It's my job to do the tunes. But the great thing is, since it has been Neon Wilderness, we've been that for a year now. It's gelled. We've got the same guys in, and we're writing together. So we're actually getting some good ideas in the studio, actually all together, which is new for me because I've been used to writing solo and then bringing pretty much a finished song to the band.
How much more difficult is it writing this way as a collective, a togetherness, than writing individually?
It's different. The beauty of having more musicians around, more people around, is you've got more influence, you've got more things to bounce off. And I've noticed that the new stuff, which we've got an EP that we're working on at the moment in the studio, that's going to be 4 or 5 tracks, and it's very different. So it's all new, and it's all varied, and probably more varied because more influences going on there.
Will this be I'm guessing not your first EP, but your first EP as Neon Wilderness?
That's correct, yeah. We had an album went out under my name, Chris Whiting Band, a couple of years ago.
Sure.
This is the first one as Neon Wilderness.
Yeah.
And we want to move away from the old stuff and into the new, really.
Your influences, who would you describe the person or persons that, you grew up with, you connected with musically, spiritually?
That'll be the Cheeky Girls and James Blunt, predominantly. No. S Club Juniors. No, in all seriousness, Tom Waits, Bob Dylan, John Martin, really, really good acts, and very different as well. And I love their individuality and the fact that they've got their own sound. And Bob Dylan is just one of the greatest writers ever. And Tom Waits is so individual with his stuff and so varied. It's probably the biggest influence for me.
Kind of modern shows that's on the telly that have got really nothing to do with music. One that I absolutely hate is the X Factor, and you alluded to the Cheeky Girls.
Yeah.
You can almost you did sing a song about a monkey, but you could get, couldn't you, a chimp, a monkey and a zebra. As long as they could, do something that's different, they'll sell it, won't they? They'll package it up and market it.
It will. Well, I heard someone today say they were on the X Factor, and I thought nothing pains me more than seeing that show. It's not what music's about, is it? It's about individuality, and it's about expression. At the end of the day, songs came from us trying to tell stories, back in the day. And what we have now is mass-produced stuff that they literally think this will just churn out and sell. But what is out there, and what's fantastic about a place like the Jamhouse is great for, is if you scratch under the veneer that is what's out there, you find a wealth of really, really good stuff. And if you go down a lot deeper, you'll find Neon Wilderness.
I always find, and I always say, it's like a well of talent, and that well is overflowing. What's your take on The Voice?
The Voice, I don't watch it now. I know the idea is so that they're not influenced by the look of them, and that they have their chairs spun around. That's the only thing I know about the whole show. So I don't watch them. It's those whole reality TV things. And it's not just music that I dislike really in terms of reality shows. It's the whole thing. It's this celebrity.
Yeah, exactly.
For the sake of being a celebrity, rather than being a celebrity because you're brilliant at something, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know, I want to look up to somebody because they're great at something. They're doing something that I can't do. And half the time we put in a reality TV show and they're doing something that, you know, frankly, you can.
But that's it, you see, because for me, the artists I look at, and I mean, you was on about Bob Dylan. He ain't got the greatest of voices, has he?
He hasn't.
Now, if he was on either The Voice or The X Factor, he would not get on.
He'd get three
But as you
crosses
say,
immediately.
one of the greatest singer-songwriters
Absolutely.
that's walked the planet. And that's what's wrong, because you don't need a great voice. You don't need to look pretty. What you need to have is ability to write it, to connect, and to get it out there. And it's the full package, not what you look like, not what your bloody voice is like, but what talent you've got. And I judge people on the songs and what them songs do for me.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. And one great quote I heard, a friend of mine who used to work with a guy who nearly taught Hank Marvin. He's a brilliant jazz player.
Nearly.
Hank Marvin went to him for lessons, and he said, "No, I'm not going to teach you." And he said, "Why?" He said, "Because if you could play like me, you wouldn't play like you. Playing like you is going to earn you a lot of money."
Oh, right.
And that's a great little tale in a few words of how your limitations can actually become something that you use. You know, and you know, I think that's great as well. It's not all about what you are; it's sometimes about what you want, and working in the confines of your own abilities. And in some cases, that is a bonus, if you like.
You've always got to be yourself,
You have, yeah.
ain't you? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean that's one thing we try and do on stage. We try and be as self-deprecating as possible.
Yeah.
So you know, I think all of our marketing literature we're going to put out this year is going to have all the bad quotes that we make up about ourselves on them. So rather than saying how brilliant we are, we're going to tell everybody how terrible we are, and it shouldn't come.
And your A string, you had a problem with your A string tonight,
Yeah,
didn't you?
normally I have problems with the G string, you know, but that was quite comfy today. That didn't cause any problems. The A string broke, and I thought to myself, shall I pack the spare? He was sitting there and I thought, no, I won't pack the spare. I won't. I'll never break a string. And anyway, if I do, Ben's got his. And I was right, so he lent me his and that was fine. So I did the right thing.
Absolutely. Now, Facebook and Twitter, they're so important, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
You know, for bands to get the music out. Because, again, I'm guessing that commercial radio don't play it, Radio 1 don't play it, radio others don't play it, but we have got the BBC, the introducing and the unsigned music shows that do play it, but Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that is just integral to growth.
It is, and that's the beauty of social media and all of those ways of sharing files and sharing music. Is things can get there through just being the best or being interesting or different, and people share it, and that's a great thing for me. It's not about how many records we might sell or not sell or whatever else it is. It's about just one person getting it and going, do you know, I love that. You know, I love what you do, and they want to buy it or listen to it, or it cheers them up. And it doesn't matter if it's one person, 10, 100 or 1,000. It's a great feeling because you're doing something you love. And social media is a great thing. And Neon Wilderness is on Facebook. We post, occasionally interesting things. Depends who's really behind it. It could be 1 or 4 of us, and there's a great range of wit there, from quite witty to terrible. So it depends who you get to the standard.
And if it's you, of course, it's
tremendous.
It's the height of wit.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, if it's very witty, it's Phil actually. It's really clever.
Where's next for the Neon Wilderness? What you got lined up for the spring and going forward, summer and festivals, etc.?
Well, we've got an EP that we're working on at the moment.
Okay.
So that's taking up the main thing for us. We're really lucky. We've got some great promoters in Birmingham that put us on decent shows. You know, so we don't play any bad venues. You know, they're all good. They're all good places.
What venues do you tend to play with? What promoters?
Right, Birmingham promoters predominantly in the Midlands. So in over here we've do places like the Jamhouse, the Yardbird, and all that's moved now.
Yeah, it has,
So we've got to play the new place, but we played the old gaff loads. I just loved that place, absolutely loved it. Rainbow, Hare and Hounds, the Bull, over in Moseley. So those kind of places. We've also gone down in Worcester, the Mars Bar.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it was great. It was really, really good night down there, and those are the kind of places we play. But we need something to push, so we're putting our time into the EP at the moment, and then gigs to follow, really.
Superb. So can you send us some music so we can put at the back of, or the end of this broadcast?
Certainly can.
And we can get your music out there. You know, a lot of people are saying these days, I look at social media and that, and illegal downloads and people downloading the music and musicians giving out the music for free. Sadly, it's the times that we live in, and you have to do a little bit of that, don't you, to get your name out and get yourself noticed.
Absolutely, you do that, and even some massive artists have toyed with just giving away the music because it's shifted. Well, yeah, absolutely, U2. Talking about my mate, Charlatans did it with one of the best albums they ever did. You Crossed My Path was a tremendous album, and it was given away. I think I was the only one of the few people that bought it, and then John said I could have given you a copy for free, but there you go.
You were born lucky, weren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was one of the few people to buy that album. But a lot of really good acts have just given it away because it's all about ticket sales and things now. But we're doing it for fun. You know, we're not doing it to make any money. We're doing it because we love doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, can I just say thank you very much for your time. Loved it, and I'm sure that we're going to walk up again.
Great, thank you.
For now, give us 5.
Brilliant.
Top man.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks very much.
Catch you later. Well, thanks very much for listening. Good night, and God bless.